Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to make this box. So I'm doing a tutorial about this Jacob's ladder, a rectangular Jacob's ladder box. I made a clip of this yesterday and now I'm doing the tutorial. Okay, you'll need for this project PVA, 2mm cardboard, 4 strips, and they are 2 centimeter by 15 centimeter. They're fold lengthwise. Paper, like this one. I'm using this paper for this project. And it's 42 wide and 92 high. And a piece of paper, little piece of paper for the inside of the box. So I hope you can all read it. And here we go. Here are the 4 strips. I'll always make those in advance because they have to dry a bit. This is the 2 centimeters you fold lengthwise. So now I have 2 centimeters by 15 centimeters. These are the hinges. I put them aside. And here I have the box we are going to make. Now, please note, this is my way of making a box. If you're used to making it on another way, I don't care. Do whatever you pleases. So let's see. For one box, you'll need a bottom. That is this one. I'll let them lay down. This one, this is 5 by 10 centimeters. Then I'll have 2 long sides. They're too high, 10 centimeters. This one is also too high, 10 centimeters. And we have some short pieces and they fit in between. And they are too high as well and 4.6 centimeters. I'm going to assemble the box. And I'm using a very small brush for this because I liked that. So I'm doing it like this. And please, if you do it on any other way, go ahead, do it as you like it. I'm adjusting some glue on this edge. And here we go. I'm putting the bottom like this. And the long side against it. All those glue doesn't matter. So you have to hold it for a bit and try to make this as smooth as possible, so that you don't have any inequalities shown through the paper. This one is also glued in on the edge. Floop, 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 glue, 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 glue. I put the bottom up. This one is going against it. I hold it for a bit. Oh, it doesn't want to be held. So I hold it for a bit. So the pieces, the side pieces are on the bottom, are glued on the bottom. Not next to the bottom, but on the bottom. Now I have 2 of these pieces, these small pieces. And if you have done it right, they are fitting just in between. Oh, yay! You see? I'm not going to glue this. They're fitting just in between, like this. And this one is going in between this, like this. And that's your box. I made another one in advance, because you'll have to do a lot of sanding now. What you also can do, and what I mostly do with my boxes, if you have assembled a box, this is a piece of very sturdy craft paper, and I glue it on the box. nice fitting. And then you have a very smooth box. But I'm not doing this now because otherwise this tutorial will last forever. So this is my box, sanded and all. I use this sanding paper. The number is 100. So that's yeah, not very fine, but also not very big. Here is my paper. Now, I thought I'd make it easy for you. I put all the numbers on it, but now I realize it's not easy at all. So, how did I measure this this size? I put my ruler in the box. This is 2 centimeter. I reckon 2 millimeter for the edge, and maybe 2 or 1 millimeter inside the box. So that's 2.4. I do 2.4. I measure 2.4 on the box, and then I see 2.4. That I come to 4.6. So just measure 4.6, 4.6, draw a line. Measure 4.6, 4.6, draw a line. Measure 4.6 above, 4.6 on the bottom, and then you'll have your measurements for the all-around technique of covering a box with paper. Here we go. I glue in the cardboard, and sometimes I do the paper, whatever comes handy. Glue, 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 glue. Not too much, not too many. Now, I always use Japanese paper for these boxes because they're very easy to work with and they don't wrinkle. And because if you glue cardboard, they might wrinkle, but Japanese paper is always very reliable. I put it here on the place of the box, where the box is supposed to be. And I'm going to rub it a bit. Rub, 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 rub. Rub, rub, rub. Okay. Now, I take my ruler and my knife. Be careful that you always have a very sharp knife. And be careful that you don't cut your finger top off, because that's my specialty. Lay it against this line. You see here a line. Lay your ruler against this line and cut it from the cardboard to the end of the line. Do that on the other side as well. Lay it against this line. Cut it from the cardboard to the end. Now, I'm going to draw some small lines. Here I draw a small line. Here I draw a small line. And I'm going to cut that along that line. This piece, we don't need this piece anymore, so up, away. And I cut it along this line. I hope you can all see this. So we have now this. Here are the lines I draw. And I'm going to cut a little edge of it. And here as well, a little edge, just a little edge. So it looks like this now. Here you can see the little edge I've cut off. And here as well. Now, repeat the same procedure on the other side. Cut along the line. Cut along the line. Draw lines here. You don't have to draw those lines, but I'm just doing them for the tutorial. Cut along the lines. This one we don't need. Get away with it. And here cut along the lines. And again here a little corner, cut away a little corner. So now we're ready to glue. Oh. I'll glue the cardboard again. Glue, 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 glue. So. I cut here a little corner, and you don't see it, do you? And then I cut this line away. So I just have this little side piece now. Same on the other side. First a little corner, and then I cut this, the rest I cut away. These are glued against the box. These little pieces. And I am going to put this piece immediately inside. So, knip, knip. I cut a piece of 2 millimeter, 2 by 2 millimeter, so that, I don't know if you can see it, 2 by 2 millimeter. On the other side as well, 2 by 2 millimeter. Now I glue the paper. I rub on the edge and I turn it to the inside. Use a bone folder, so I'm doing this a bit like this. And like this and this and this. And what do we have now? Here's a little piece resting on the edge of the box. Here's a little piece resting on the edge of the box. Inside the box, it goes a bit around the corner. And here it goes a bit around the corner. And the paper also goes a bit on the bottom. So that's the whole idea. I do the opposite side now, because that will be the same way to do this. So I'm going to glue the cardboard. Glue, 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 glue. It's too much lime, too much glue. No, you'll see what happens. Yep. And here I do the same as on the other side. I cut a little corner here. And the rest of this piece is going to be cut away. I cut a little corner here. And the rest is going to be cut away. Okay. The little pieces are glued against the box. Here's another little piece, also glued against the box. Take my scissors. I do a little square, 2 millimeter by 2 millimeter. Little cut, here a little cut, and And now I'm going to glue that piece of paper into the box. So I'm gluing the paper. Glue, 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 glue. Yep. Always rub on the edge first and then turn it into the box. And what have we here? It goes a bit around the corner, a bit around the corner, a bit on the bottom, and this is covered. This corner is covered. Now for the two small sides. And I do the cardboard again. Hoopla. So. Now I want to have a nice carpenter's edge, so I draw a line 2 millimeters from the cardboard, and I'm going to cut it away like this. On the other side as well, I draw a line 2 millimeters from the cardboard, and on the other side, and then I cut it away like this. I hope you can see that. And now starts the cutting. Take care that you don't cut into your fingers. Happens to me all the time. After all these years. So it looks like this. I will glue the paper and I turn that side into the box. So, this piece of paper is exactly between the sides of the box, and you have here a nice diagonal carpenter's edge, which you can't see because the paper is a bit too decorative. I do the same here. I'm just doing it without drawing lines because I know how to do it. Scissors. And gluing it into the box. And if you did it right, it fits exactly between the two cardboard pieces of the box. It goes a bit around the corner, and on the edges you have the nice diagonal carpenter's edge. So this is it, the all-over technique, which is quite nice, I think. Now I'm going to glue the bottom piece. And then we're going to see about how to apply the strips. Oh, always takes longer than you think. Okay. Might there be some glue? You can always put it away with your bone folder or with a piece of cloth. Because like this. Okay, this box is ready. And I made another box. That's this one. And now we are going to apply, because you have to make 2 boxes. We're going to apply our strips so that the box can roll. Here are my 4 strips. They are folded lengthwise, so that 1 centimeter is left of the 2 centimeters, sorry. Usually I used this paper for the hinges, but for the strips, but for the tutorial it's better to have this one, because for the contrast. I use my tip my glue applier with a fine tip. And here we go. Start with the first box. This one is going in here, in the corner. Now, it's very important that you don't glue on the edge. So, you see I made a fold here. I stay away from the fold. Don't glue the fold, so you stay away from the fold a bit. Glue, glue, glue. I put this here. Second box on it. You can put a pin, a cloth pin on it, so that it's secure. Under the second box, you come here in the corner. I squeeze it a bit so that I know how much I have to cut off. It's this. Here you see the edge, and I stay away from the edge with my glue. Oh, please stay. Now I'm going to do the second strip. So yeah, I have this now. The second strip is starting in this box, on the upper side of the strip I just glued. So I'm going to glue here, to put it here. You see I've squeezed in the edges, so I'm staying away from that. Oh, I put it here next to the other strip. Can you see it? Next to the other strip. Now I have to go, oh, yeah. It's the paper, I think. Now I have to go under this box. Oh, I'm so clunging. So being such a... Yeah. And it's going loose again. Stay. There must be another way to do this. So. This one comes here. I'm going to... It can be a piece cut off. Stay away from the edge. And hopla. Glue it in this box. No. Let me see if this is staying right. Yes, now we have this. So the first one goes, starts here, goes under the box, and is glued in the second box. Here. Oh, this is awful. Stay. Blast. I'm going to do this strips again, off camera. Right, here we go for the second one. for the second pair. In the edges, here in the edges. And the edges. Under this box. So not the box you glue it on, but the other box. I come here. This is going loose again. This doesn't get a prize for beauty. Oh well. Don't glue on the edges. I'm putting a second clothespin on it. And the last one. I hope they are dry so you can see it. The last one starts here. Now it has to go this way. Best to do it like this. Don't put the strips too close to each other because it won't turn. So, goes this way. In this box, cut it off. Stay away from the edges. Glue, 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 glue. And put a pin on it. So, this is it. You can see it already turns. And I really like the red strips because it's this black and gold paper. It's a very nice contrast. Now, hope the strips will stay. And here we go. Clop, clop, clop. It just looks a bit like there are magnets in it if you turn it around. But they are not. Well, I could have done the hinges better, but I like it. If you make this box or if you are going to teach this box to other people, please show me some pictures of it because I like that very much. What's happening from my tutorials and if it helps and if there are any questions you can ask me. The rectangular Jacob's ladder box. Have a nice day.